dreams. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. She's got a bad attitude, can't you see? Foodie beauty, fat flex, but she shapes to be. Freezing, don't care, facing the screen. Ruling girl world like it's her scene. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with the wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with a smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Sharp tongue blade and a smoldering smile, leaving haters burned, exiled. She tears down the walls with her wit so raw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw. Filters off, can't handle her flaw, leaving haters burned, exiled. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Living each moment without a damn care. Streaming her truth for all to share. Girl world shaking under her reign. Feel the wrath of just Breezen's name. Just breezing the day, ain't no one can catch. Calling out the fakes, leaving them in the patch. Baddest woman with the smirk so mean in the murky depths of live stream.
Good morning from me and my mean smirk. How the hell are you? I have been vaping. I have. So I have like this tickle in the back of my throat. Okay, can I tell you about my morning really fast? Can I tell you? I swear having a puppy, well, having two dogs at the same time is like having, I don't know, it's like having two 5-year-olds. And anytime I try to shower, I could hear them fighting and I have to hurry up, whatever. Anyways, so this morning I decided to rinse down the backyard. I just did. The cement. Chachi pees there. I don't know why. She never goes to the dead grass. She just pees on the cement. Anyways, I was starting to wash it down, and then Coco thought that it was a game, and she started biting the water and biting the hose. And then next thing I know, she's drenched and running through dirt, and she was no longer white. And somehow the back door wasn't completely shut. So this muddy, wet dog runs through my house and through my living room, jumps on the couch, across my bed. She had the zoomies at this point. So anyways, my sister happened to stop by for coffee, and I said, can you please take her for a little bit? I need a break. I need a few hours. And so she had to go by. I don't know. There's Christmas trees for like $10 right now at Lowe's. If you don't have a Christmas tree yet, she has a fake one, but she felt like she needed a real one for $10. I totally get it. Anyway, so she told me she'd be right back. So I gave Coco a bath, which she also thought that was a game. And now I am puppy free for like 2 hours. My sister picked her back up. So she is her problem now. Do you know I had a whole plan of how I was going to pull this live stream off? I was going to have to wear a hoodie, like a big old giant hoodie, and then pull the hood over my hair and then like tighten it around my head. So there was no way she could eat my hair during this stream, but I don't have to worry about that today. So happy Friday. All right, let me say hi to you guys. I am in a yappy mood. I do have to say that. Oh, those days. It's wild. I'm telling you, like there is not a moment of rest, but she's truly like having a baby. Like when she passes out from terrorizing the place, that's your time. That's your quiet time where you can try and get things done. But she's a lot of fun. I'm losing weight with her being here. You can't snack around this dog. You can't snack. You can't drink anything. You can't eat anything. So there's that. Good morning, Snugglepuss. Hello, Stella. Hello, Free the People. Hello, M. Hello, Joe. Nick, Eric, Aaron, happy Friday. Yes, no hoodie Friday. Yep. I'm living my best life. I can even shake my head without worrying about if it's going to be ripped off. Hello, Naughty Box. You have to get Twitter and DM me there or email me. justbreezintoday@mail.com. For the people, I hope I said hello to you. Hello to you again if I did or didn't. Be kind. Yes, the thumbnail is Krampus. Hello, Crypta. Good to see you. All right. Happy Friday, everybody. What I do know is Twitter has been really interesting. Foodie Beauty has not. She's grifting over on Twitch now. Now she's raising money for single mothers during Christmas time. Do you remember all the shit she's talked about single mothers and how it takes no talent to spread our legs and get pregnant? But now she has a charitable heart and she's going to raise money for them for Christmas. Oh my gosh. I forget what else, but Twitter's a really good time. So I'm going to share my screen. I have a lot of different things to show you. Okay. So if anybody's just set on Chantal, I'm sorry. I was very entertained by my dog and I thought you guys needed to see it too. So there's that. And this squirrel. I had a whole squirrel war thing happening. All right, let me share or split the screen. What a lovely sight to see. Chantal's ass on this Friday. I mean, it's great. Oh my gosh, Alabama chapstick. The separation of church and state. I've never seen somebody's ass look like that. Have you? You can't really tell where it ends and begins, and the cheeks are like, I don't want to stare for very long. But then, what does this lump right here belong to? This chunk of skin? What does this belong to? Good morning, Eric. She does have a frog, but yikes. Oh, Foodie. Christmas is coming. Mind your business, Tired AF said. My ass is $2. Reduced for quick sale. That's about to be Chantal. Would you even pay $2 though? Let me remind you what it looks like. Out of all the asses that you could pay for, I would hope this would not be one of them. You thought it was a headrest part to one of those massage chairs? It kind of looks like one, huh? She has a mullet happening. Hold on. I have more close-ups of her scalp, and it's horrible, you guys. She has horrible dandruff, and she clearly does not believe in scrubbing her scalp. I don't know what's happening here, but she needs to just shave it all off. I feel like she looks better bald at this point. Bald and hijabless. That is the look you need to go for. This is why you can't sit immediately after your BBL, girls. Now she's lumped up. Shampoo and conditioner would be a lifesaver. I'm telling you. Wow. You know, there's times I want to feel bad because I know what it feels like to be a woman that doesn't have long, luxurious, thick hair. But then I remember all the shit she's talked about me and my face and my hair and my chin and my kid and my whatever. So, you know, I don't feel bad. May the balding continue. I have found a lot of help with biotin and collagen, but you have to take it for a really long time. Oh, and this woman's one a day vitamin I've been taking. If you need energy, let me tell you about this. My boyfriend actually told me I should take it, so I ordered it. And it has so many different varieties of vitamin B, basically. Like you get this energy. Woohoo, that's a good time. Anyways, I feel like my skin, maybe because the vitamin C in it, I feel like my skin has a little glow to it. I'm big on vitamins. Chantal is not. Cheatmas is almost here. Have we seen this? Oh my gosh, memory unlocked. This always terrified me. point of view when you take NyQuil from the Dollar Tree. Seriously, I've drank a whole bottle of that shit before. Don't do that. It's very dangerous. It was the addict in me. I wanted to get drunk and I couldn't afford anything else, pretty much. Anyways, but I wasn't normal for like a week, so don't do the things that I used to do. Cheapmas is almost here. Okay, I need to get away from this woman. She's actually terrifying me right now. Undo repost. Go away. Now, where did the video go? Where the hell did I end up? Well, I really don't know. I was trying to click on a video. Oh. Happy holidays. Let's spread love, joy, and kindness everywhere. The countdown to magic begins. I'm pretty kind in my regular life. How about you? Online, I feel like I get to be the bitch that I don't get to be throughout the day. Does that make sense? I feel like in my normal life outside of YouTube, I'm on my best behavior, polite to all, really, unless you fuck with my family. Then Mama Bear comes out and, I don't start any trouble, but if there needs to be trouble, there can be, if that makes sense. But other than that, I say my please, my thank yous, yes, no thank you, whatever else. I'm very nice. But then on YouTube, I don't know. I get to say cunt and bitch and fuck you, and I get to say all the things that I don't get to say out loud. Wasn't she supposed to get paid by now, or is that next week? Next week. Because we don't get paid on the weekend, and I think the 21st is a Sunday, if I'm thinking correctly. So it'll be Monday. NyQuil is very scary. But really, you know what? I liked the taste. I don't know how to describe it. I do. I think in my head, too, it tasted like Jaeger. Does that make sense? I liked how that tasted, too. I think it all tasted like black licorice. Does that make sense? I don't know. But then Jaeger, oh my God, I became very abnormal on that. Like, I swore I hallucinated or something. I don't know. Anyways, I share my stories not because I think anything I've done is cool. And every time I think, do I share too much? Somebody reaches out to me and they're like, hey, what you said really helped me a lot. So I share my stories to let people know, like, while I might sound judgy, like I've been a person with a lot of problems, okay? And a lot of problems before. And by the grace of God, I'm still here and somewhat normal. Most days I can form sentences. It really just depends. Anyways, so from here on out, Twitter is just going to be a variety of foodie beauty in the past 24 hours and whatever else is sprinkled in there, okay? Hello, wise old hag. It makes sense. Wasn't she supposed to get paid by now? Oh, I read that one. Very festive from Chantal. Yes. As I said before, she reminds me. She does, though. Even like her whole shape, right? Her face, her body shape, everything. They could be twins. I had a bad night on you. I feel like everybody has. Everybody has. And I feel like whenever I would drink that, I would get so hot. Anybody else, I would get hot and I feel like I would hallucinate. But I didn't drink anything normally. It wasn't like a shot or two. I was buying those giant green bottles and guzzling that shit. That's what I would do. Anyways, Sam said, I have a feeling Foodie Beauty isn't going to last long if the comments on Twitch are this blunt, LMAO. It sucks to suck. All right, let's see. You are pathetic having to sit and cook because you ate yourself to being deformed. You're morphing into Teardrop's husband. Next thing you know, you'll be eating out of the trash. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she's not going to last very long over there. And she thinks she's going to make a lot of money, but I don't think so, especially with everybody being blocked. I had a bad night. I became a karaoke star. Why is karaoke so much fun when you're under the influence, though? I think it's because you're not scared, right? I used to get up on stage and now I could never, but I wasn't scared. And I think that's why I liked substances so much, because they took away, I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't reserved anymore. I wasn't cautious. I wasn't, is everybody judging me? I really could give two flying fucks when I had something in me. And so, I don't know, there was a time where I just needed to be numb to be able to go out and go dancing. And then there was a point where I needed to be numb to work and do everyday things. And then it became really, really unhealthy, right? It's not normal to be numb. It's not normal to have to take things in order to be able to cope or exist. But that's how I lived life. During the pandemic, I was drinking a 40 a day plus a 6 pack. It happens. It's not good. And you definitely never feel good the next day, right? I do not miss hangovers. I don't miss hangovers, and I don't miss having to stay drunk constantly in order to not get a hangover. I was always so fucking thirsty and dehydrated, too. Let me tell you. Anyways, the comment about Teardrop's husband, I don't even know if he exists. Is he real? He's nowhere on her Facebook at all. This is my new vape, and oh my gosh, can I tell you about it? It's a hybrid. Sour grape is the strain. And really, I only could afford this vape because it was on sale. I think regularly they were trying to say these dime ones were like $90, but it was on sale for like 54. So I got it. It's a whole new vaping experience. It's very smooth. I just love it. I feel fancy with it. I don't know what else to say. They knew what they were doing with the packaging. 10 out of 10. Makes me happy, giddy. Don't cough a whole lot. Anyways, Coco is crazy. I don't know if anybody out there has a Jack Russell or a Jack Russell Terrier mix of some sort. She's definitely mixed. She's crazy. Like, she's so sweet one moment, and then it's like a switch goes off, and she's absolutely insane, and everything and everyone has to die. But she's not really trying to hurt us. It's more like a game. I don't know. She just likes to play. She has a lot of energy. She's very stubborn. She does better if you try to give her jobs, but she only wants to participate for a minute. And then she says, fuck you, and then goes and does her own thing. So I'm trying to teach her to like guard the gate, right? Don't let any strangers come back here. Don't let anybody weird pass this gate. She definitely has ADHD like me. So I think I relate to her. But yeah, she's really, really, really cute. And I love her. This is her being bored after 2 seconds. Hold on. I think I happen to have the cutest guard dog on duty. She's guarding the gate. I hate it when she puts her head out of it because I'm always worried it's going to get stuck. She's got a big old head. Now we got to investigate. She does have a giant head. I think she looks smaller on camera. But like, look at her. She's got a big old booty too. I mean, she really takes her job seriously. I feel like she does better when she has something to do, if that makes sense. Yeah, but she only sticks with it for like a minute. That's what stops me. Hangovers suck. They're awful. Oh, then I had a moment with the squirrel, but I don't know if anybody cares about this. The squirrel was trying to get by without letting Coco see her. And then I don't know. It was a whole thing. Okay. But it's like 3 minutes long and I don't want to bore anybody, but it's on my Twitter if you care to see it. It's me versus the squirrel. It was very adorable. All right, more Chantal stuff. I have a Jack Russell mix. He loves to do his patrolling too. Coco is adorable. She's so effing cute. And she's so adorable when she's sleepy because she gets all cuddly and then she wants to like cuddle up like right into your neck and like hug you basically. But I'm telling you, when that switch goes off and she wants to play, like she just bounces off the walls and there is no containing her. There's none. Everything is a game to her. Bath time is a game to her. Watering plants is a game to her. Biting my ass is a game to her. Everything is playtime. Okay, we have a clip by Michael Furberger, and I'm a little scared, but we're just going to go for it because why not?
I am so tired of this nonsense. My appeal to YouTube was denied. Now I have to wait 90 more days to reapply for monetization. Apparently, we are only allowed to eat lettuce.
Wait, what do you mean? Is something wrong with this stream? Am I still here? Hello, 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 hello.
On camera like a fucking hamster.
You're loud, Foodie.
Do I look like a hamster to you?
Yes.
Well, now I have to change my content to include being healthy.
That's what she looks like. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Are you happy now?
Green giant.
I am so
glad I vaped before this. That was a good time to me. Fine here, Breezy. Okay, good. Blondie said, I'm dead. Michael Furberger, keep making these, please. Please, and thank you. I could watch these seriously all day. Everybody loves it. Her teeth look too good, AI. Sometimes AI is too nice to her, but usually Grok is fine with shading her. Freedom Deep, hello. Hi, Sue. Okay, it's bad. The weather is bad here. The stream stopped for me. Okay, well, I'm glad you're back, Sue. Be safe and stay warm. Frosty Toes said, Foodie just said what floor she was on. 16 flights of stairs. Do the math. Wouldn't that mean she's on the 17th floor then if there's 16 flights of stairs? Or do I have that wrong? Okay. If your head looked like this, would you not just shave it? She needs to brush the top. It's like into a matted ball. I never want to hear her talk about anybody's looks like ever again. I'm not saying I am the prettiest woman in the world. In fact, I know I am not. But you know, I have more hair than Chantal, so there's that. And I have one chin that she loves to make fun of, bitch. At least I have one. But above all else, why don't you fix that hair? There's so much you can do. For one thing, shave it if you don't want to take the time and energy to put into it. But I mean, we saw your hair when you first got back to Canada, right? When you ripped off the hijab. If we're supposed to believe any of that was yours, did you stop taking everything? Or I don't know. I think you might be dying. Everything is trying to leave your body, even your body parts. Your eyes are trying to leave everything, Chantal. Your toes are separating. Yikes. The grease is not helping. No. Salt and Sauce said, I don't ever want to hear her make fun of anyone's bangs, hairstyle, hairline, etc. like she's done before. Yikes. Out here looking like Bob just out of the shower, smelling of Old Spice aftershave. If she wasn't such a conceited asshole, I'd feel bad seeing this. That part right there. Anybody else, like, I know what it's like to be a woman with thinning hair. It doesn't feel good, right? We have certain things as women that make us feel, I don't know, like women. I remember when I was I can't talk about this stuff. Hold on, for my husband or my husband, my boyfriend. I remember when I was a teenager and I didn't feel like I was insecure about certain things, right? And then I remember now being older and I don't have to worry about that anymore. But now, like my hair, right? Like I see all these women my age and they have long, flowy hair and it looks perfect in the wind and blah, 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 blah. So I know what it feels like to have insecurities and you feel like less of a woman. I know what that feels like. But Chantal has made fun of everybody else's looks. Everybody. So I don't feel bad for her. She needs to know what it's like to have people shame you over things that maybe you can't control. Sucks, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Foodie? It's almost like all the shit you've talked, whatever you believe in is taking your looks, part of your looks one by one. You keep making fun of people's skin, chin, hair. Well, your hair's going to have to go. More eye fupas for you. I hate this. My internet is shit today. I had to leave and come back. And what hair she has left is greasy as fuck. No, I just adore him. Future husband. Not anytime soon, though. I don't know. We're trying to do things right. We have kids and we both deserve, I don't know, to do things right and not rushed, right? But maybe one day in the future. Blue Eyed Leo said, great. The young little girl she ran into at Walmart are in her chat in the stream with the ugly shirt. Great. They are in with her PDFs. That really makes me uncomfortable. I don't understand why they're watching her or going around, but I hope that they hear my words and come across this stream. She has very bad people that hang out in her chat. And I know when we're young, we think we know it all, but trust me, you don't, and you don't want to know anything. I swear, just stay a child, stay away from her chat. You think it's safe because you're around adults, but not all adults are safe. And that's the sad reality of the world at this time. It is. Just please stay away. Bent Faced apparently went over there and said, how did you lose a chromosome to Chantal? Took her a minute to get this one. Oh, Wilson, hello. Good to see you, I guess. Oh, Silly and Silly said, oh my God, this is not okay, but I'm in stitches. Can't wait to meet everyone when we all inevitably end up in the pits of hell. Just kidding. I don't believe that. And anyone who does isn't here. I don't think we're going to end up in hell. I think even God has to laugh at this point. Don't you? I think my God has a great sense of humor. I really do. And I think that he even knows that Chantal, like, what can you do other than laugh at this mess and the situation? I agree, Sue. Those little girls did not deserve to be called brats. No, not at all. It's a probability, Wilson, as far as I know. Yeah, I feel like she goes live later on Twitch though. And I don't know, Wilson. I don't know if you think I'm just laying around being fanned off and fed grapes and I have somebody massaging my feet and then I have another servant that's feeding me bonbons. But like in the afternoon and the evening, I'm a mom. And that comes before anything. So if she snipes when the children are out of the house, because oftentimes when my daughter comes home, my nephews come over too. So, if the kids are out of the house and I'm done eating my bonbons and grapes and I've had enough foot massages for the day, I will definitely snipe just for you. Okay. Just for you. Foodie Krampus is going to get you. Hey, Jamie. Good to see you. Hey, Thimble, Foodie Krampus. Yep. I don't know. Sometimes when I start vaping, I get ideas and then thumbnails are born. So, you can always tell when it's a really good vape. And this one I have is a great one. Queen Jelly Bean said, people have long suspected she has Prader-Willi, the result of a missing chromosome. Funny, she's not aware that there's such a thing. Okay, I'm not making fun of anybody who's missing a chromosome. Anybody who's listening, please don't ever get offended. We only make fun of Chantal and her Beezers and Amberlyn Reed and Quirky Loves Rosie and Busy Little Bee. Some days Hecate, but not really anymore. Gaining Ground, he's on the list too. If you didn't hear me read or say any of those names, like we're not talking about you or your cousin or your Uncle Joe or whoever, okay? I don't want no scrub. Oh, that's going to be stuck in my head all day. Do you remember, like in junior high, I feel like they were really, really big. When I was in junior high, everybody loved every song that came out was a hit. You could go roller skating and all their songs would play. And they were all so hot, like gorgeous, but not like deathly skinny like everybody was dying to be at this time. Like they were in shape and had abs and muscles. And anyways, hey, Nicole, wanted to use this to say thank you, Breezy, and happy holidays. Thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. Nicole, I miss you. How are you? I feel like I haven't heard from you since, well, you almost kidnapped a possum. I know. Rest in peace, Left Eye. Carrie said, ma'am, you were the one who bragged about how rich Salad was. Now you act as if it was us who are being unreasonable about him supporting you. Lying bitch. Salah, the Syrian scrub. This is horrific. Sometimes I forget what I retweet. Like 8 out of 10 times I do. And I feel very itchy. And I'm not okay in this moment, but it's actually perfection. She is a cockroach. I don't like those big giant ones. Like whenever I lived by a beach, they had the biggest, or I guess are they technically water bugs, but they just look like cockroaches. I don't know. These things were like the size of your foot and they were horrible and they freaked me out. And I really love bugs. There's just certain ones that I can't find to be cute. I don't like mosquitoes. I don't like cockroaches. I really despise fleas. I actually do a flea check on my dogs all the time because I don't want fleas in my bed. And there's certain things that make me itchy when I think of them. And Foodie as a cockroach is one of those things. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you. Be kind. You guys, tomorrow night. And I reminded my mama yesterday. I did tell her, I said, just to let you know, it's either you or Breezy Jr. and we're going out Saturday night. And then my mom was like, well, why don't we bring the whole family? And I was like, because I'm going to be live streaming. And I don't think my sister and my nephews are going to remember not to say names or not to run in front of the camera. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to dox them. Like they don't do YouTube, internet stuff. Like they just don't. So anyways, but like my mom and my daughter, they're not going to say names and like dox themselves, right? Like I already know this. Anyway, so I reminded my mom and she was fine with it. And I told her we're going on a carriage ride. We're going to be live streaming. We'll probably get hot chocolate, do a little walk, a little talk. And she said, okay, so we're going to do that Saturday night, sometime around 5. It might actually be 5:30, but it'll be sometime around then. If she got a job and stuck with it, she would lose weight. So there's that. True. Hey, Sniper. Have you ever seen a cave cricket? No, but now I'm going to look it up. Hold on. I would show you guys, but then it's going to tell me I can't share my screen anymore. What am I looking at? A cave cricket. I don't think I'm a fan. There's something about the legs. Well, but look at the big eye. Oh, no. I tried to find. No, I don't think I'm a fan of that at all. Why am I? Look, people are Googling. Why am I getting cave crickets in my house? They're seeking dark, damp, cool places with a shelter, like your basement, crawl space. Ooh, that's where they exist. Okay. Hello. Sounds like a fun Friday. Hey, Ricky Bobby. Hello, LNG. I feel like I'm missing people. I'm very sorry. All right, back to Chantal. Future Becky Elrefe said, oh Lord, Chantal has found a philosophical entertainer who thinks addiction is divine communication with God and it's actually a blessing in disguise. Okay, I could be wrong about this, but I did a quick Google search yesterday. I do remember this. I was looking up the guy that she was talking about. I can't remember his name, but I know it eventually comes up. And it turns out this guy was like a womanizing narcissist who died an alcoholic. If it's the same person that came up for me, but this is the person that she was watching and she's like all into him right now. So you like a womanizing narcissist. An addiction is divine communication with God. I feel like it was a temptation from Satan himself. I don't think it's God communicating with us. Why would God want us to struggle like that? Why? 500 kids and no money, said Foodie Beauty discovers Alan Watts. All right, you guys, Google on your own time because there's so many people that quote him. I think there's even a book that he wrote, The Alchemy or something. Google it on your own time, but go down the rabbit hole. Don't just believe the first things that pop up. I found all my info through Reddit, basically. I mean, he didn't sound amazing to me. So 500 kids and no money, said Foodie discovers Alan Watts. Suddenly, addicts are just too enlightened for boring life. Watts died from addiction, but sure, let's rebrand addiction as higher intelligence. That's not depth. It's narcissism with philosophy quoted or with a philosophy quote slapped on it to feel superior instead of accountable. I don't think God even talking to her. I bet it's just gas. He sounds like my ex and he was all into meditation and shit. Well, meditation is amazing. But this guy, he doesn't sound good. Watts also said the secret of life is knowing when to stop. Yikes. That felt really dark. Queen Jellybean said higher intelligence. It's just Chantal trying to get space when she's too fat and lazy to get off the couch. Anything that makes it not her fault, Density in the fridge in the morning said. Drunks know everything when we're drinking. This is true, though. We're know-it-alls. All right. Oh, somebody tagged me in a Christmas song. Do you guys want to hear it? They made an AI Christmas Chantal video thing. I remember watching it for like a minute and I was super into it. And then I think I got distracted or had to go do something. But press 1 if you want to hear it. Press 2 if you want me to come back to it at the end of the stream. I'm ready for New Age Yogi arc for Foodie. There goes the hijabs and there comes the goat yoga and quoting your gurus and sipping on chai lattes trying to zen out. That's true, Thimble. She would have hated Jordan Peterson. It's true. I know some people like who are all into yoga and like they're the hippie happy people. And then I know some really insane people who are like the crazy yoga people. Instead of raging, she will be raking through the sand. Watts is a quack. It sounds like it. All right, we're going to go for it and get into the Christmas spirit. Hold on.
This Christmas tale is a big one, as you will see. Happened before Christmas, Foodie learned nothing and life is ever free. Her name was Chantal, most knew her as Big Fat Foodie Beauty. She might have been good at eating, but she most certainly wasn't a cutie. Her story began long ago, she went live on YouTube with a mukbang. She was a sight to see, people watching shocking all subs and pounds she gained. She learned she couldn't make money just eating and doing absolutely nothing. The people watched in shock, people started to react to her ways. These were known as reaction channels, they gave opinions day by day. Foodie Beauty got a ego, boy, did she blow. He ate and crackhead gave her gonorrhea off the throat. YouTube said no more money for Foodie, off she went to the Twitch. Foodie had it on, she lost it right before Christmas, bitch. Yabba the reactor now, Yabba she was quite a hoot. Yabba is quite the entertainer now that Yabba is quite cute. Yabba is so funny, people laugh on bombs stronger than stitches. But there were sinister others lurking around, there were some real shady bitches. If you don't know, the link is with this Foodie Canadian hell beast. You think people were mean, once you know Fitty, you'd wish her deceased. She's cruel with cats, she means to people, she was a meth head for a bit. She used and abused people and animals and always had the shits. Foodie got an ego, boy, did she glow. She ate and AIDS and crackhead gave her gonorrhea of the throat. YouTube said no more money for the so-called Foodie, off she went to the Twitch. Foodie had it all and she lost it right before Christmas, bitch. Foodie ate tons of food, she weighing about 350. She chased a crackhead for a while, she dogs. People neglected her cats, Foodie is very shifty. Though someone worse lurked in the community, Foodie Beauty caught her eye. This sneaky ass fry girl stalked her, took her best friend, tricked her, took a cat and all Foodie could do was eat and cry. Fry girl keep her old cat's ashes in the ashtray. She hid the cat's death for years. Frenchy, she lost tons of money, was gave that she did not earn. Frenchie's so angry and stalking Foodie that Frenchie quite a fatty too. She lied, cheated, wanted Foodie for herself. Frenchie's anger grew. Foodie B got an ego, boy, did she glow. He ate her name and crackhead gave her gonorrhea of her throat. YouTube said no more money for Foodie, off she went to the church. Foodie had it all if you lost it right before Christmas, bitch. Foodie Beauty fell for the scam of a Syrian prince. Off to get married in Kuwait to a stranger, it made no damn sense. But see, poor scammer didn't know the price he paid. Foodie ruined his life. Little by little, day by day, She got the ledge deported to Syria from the safety of Kuwait. Foodie marched on a plane out of Syria, the ground violently quaked. She got bigger and meaner as some other cat scam money off a child. She Foodie had no regrets. The money she got kept her feet in fat. Foodie, if you got a hero boy, did she glow? Hey, they make a crackhead gay, but gonorrhea of the throat. You thief, they know more money, feel the so-called peasy off. She went to the Twitch. Foodie had it all when she lost it, right before Christmas, bitch. She screamed, they were gonna kill, no one knew what
It was that.
So back on the plane, she went back to Canada, filled the pre-seats a date. She flew band under 7 cat, no fucks, given back home to sit and eat and torture another cat. Madness, she was driven. YouTube said no more glorifying you eating this sort on Spain. Foodie said fuck it, no one tells us Foodie.
I'm kind of scared for it to keep going. Do we keep going? I guess we're being brave.
What to do? Foodie, the filth and fool queen. YouTube God said you're fired. She lost everything in a moment without a hitch. Now she's fucked and out of love. Right before Christmas, bitch.
Oh, we gotta hold down.
Evil cackle. Check fucking mate, Chantal. Check fucking mate.
Okay, well, I'm subscribing just based off of that alone. I didn't watch this whole thing. Hold on, I gotta go back to her. Subscribe. All right, hold on. Now I gotta go back to Twitter. I had to subscribe before I forgot. I'm sorry, you guys. I would have left like if the fucking images weren't so amazing too. Like the song was good. It was giving me Dixie Chicks for some reason when I used to like them, like way back in the day. Then they got weird. But then they got weird. I remember that. But I used to like the song Earl Has to Die. I think that's what it was called. I liked that song. Anyways, I can't explain the weirdness. The song just like triggered a happy memory. There was once upon a time, me and my grandpa went to a Garth Brooks and Dixie Chicks concert, and I can't remember who else. And it was one of the funnest concerts I had ever been to. All right. I think I'm back to where I want to be. Let me share my screen again. She needs to get pooped on by Canadian geese. They sound terrifying. They really do. All right, let me split my screen so I could see everybody. Hello. All right, I think we're back in business. All right, he's desperate for Twitch coins. What I do know is Salah is now hanging out on her Twitch or around her Twitch, and he's blocking people, which she can't afford to block people. Like, she's lost income on her main channel, then her Beezer show was demonetized, and she's not going to make much on Twitch as it is. Let the people talk shit. I mean, you've kind of done a lot to earn people talking shit. It's not like she's this innocent person. I think he's desperate too. I think he's going to wait and see how much money she gets from Twitch, and then he's officially going to bounce. She says she needs $1,000 to go live on TikTok, but I'm confused because didn't she have a TikTok with over 2,000 followers? I don't have TikTok. So can somebody let me know? Is her other account still there? How does she not have 1,000 followers anymore? Somebody gifted Senorita Yum Yum a membership on Twitch to Foodie. And they said, whoever sent me this, you can burn in hell with Foodie Beauty. That is funny. Hey, Candy, we have a shit ton of Canadian geese here. I'm double petting 2 dogs while trying to work at home now while listening to this great stream. Goodbye, Earl. She needs to get pooped on. Yes, I read that one. All right, let me see what the replies say to this. Always view on a private tab. Even a few minutes of view time makes you eligible for random gift subs. Senorita said, I've never been in her chat on Twitch ever. If you follow, you can get them. You don't have to be in the chat. Only way to stop is to unfollow. Oh God, I hope I don't get gifted a membership. I don't really want to go to her Twitch. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, based on what everybody says on Twitter, she's doing the same bullshit over there, just a shorter amount of time, and it's more boring. And she's adding more grifts to her collection. Now she's grifting for the single mothers during Christmas time. Truthfully, if anybody is worried about single mothers during Christmas time, look in your area and see what sober livings. There's women and children sober livings all over. You just don't really know about it until you have to look for one. There's shelters that have wish lists because they're picky about who can even come there and drop off because of confidentiality and what people have been through. But on most websites, if you go to it, like, there'll be wish lists and how you can send it to them directly. What single mothers does Chantal know around this time of year? She has no friends. The money's just going to go to her. She is Kmart. In the beginning, she was watching the clock. Milky is fun. Yeah, I heard her chat's really good for live streams. 500 Kids and No Money said, quoting Chantal, I wish they would have given me a warning. Foodie, the warning was when all your fat friends got demonetized. You had ample time to clean up your channel. You didn't. Instead, you acted above it, even bragging you were skinnier so it wouldn't happen to you.
I wish they would have given a note, like a warning, like, hey, we'll give you 7 days to clean up your channel. And if it's not, we'll demonetize it, stuff like that. I don't know. I wish they would have given a note, like a warning, like, hey, we'll give you 7 days to clean up your channel.
But I do know she's going on and on about this warning. Everybody's warned her. The warning is videos being removed. The warning is other people's channels that are doing what you're doing, getting demonetized. I don't know what else of a warning she needs or what other kinds of warning. But Fondu asked, why would you mod your ex-husband on your newly formed Twitch? And Salah uses words like concise. For someone who is financially dependent on her audience, she sure has a stank, smug cunt attitude. Go bunch of time clocks standing on your dead feet and get fucked. Slaw says, I am here. I am here busy banning the racism and extremely hate messages. Yeah, I will always be strong as usual. I don't need any help from anyone because I have my own business. I don't want people to love me. I'm here for supporting Chantal and the nice Beezers only. And then he asked, when you going to show us the gym, Chantal? Yes, because the best speech is that which is concise and meaningful. This isn't Salah. When are we going to see the gym bees, Chantopoulos? I want to see the gym there. Well, maybe it is. He wants her to work out again. Is he asking ChatGPT what he should say? Nana Spike T said, when will he get it through that Beavis and Butthead of his that there will never be a gym bees? She's never getting healthy, never losing weight. Just drop the let go of the bullshit and move on, loser. Acadia said, shouldn't be making spreadsheets to see if Chantal can afford to send him his allowance this month? Yes. He should be busy doing business in the spreadsheets and whatever else he says he does. He's going to ride that I have my own business lie until the wheels fall off, huh? Yes, he is. That doesn't sound like him. Very suspicious. I don't know. Astro said he has his own business. Did he open a new stank spray in Syria, or does he really think fleecing chins is a business? X to doubt, Crabby Sign said. Nicole, thank you so much for the super chat. Something is up with her and Salah. Why is he still around? And why is she just chill? I'm going into detective mode. I don't know. Do you think that's really him? Does he use words like concise? Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Salah can piss all the way off. Yes. I wanted to see the cool stores in the mall. People were showing on Twitter like Christmas stores, all kinds of different stores that she could have showed us, but instead we get Walmart. Yay. Someone did say it's right before his payday, so he's got to put on his performance. That's true. He's got to see if he will get paid. And then maybe when he realizes she's not getting a check and Twitch isn't even going to be enough to pay her bills, maybe then he'll be officially out. I know Erin was saying she was listening to Yaba this morning, and Yaba thinks that Chantal's going to go back to Syria. Do you guys think that's still an option? She'd be an idiot to go back. He'd be an idiot to take her back. But I mean, maybe. I did hear her slip up too. I have a clip. Hold on. For one thing, I want to make sure I wasn't missing a whole lot of things. She slips up and says her rent's only $800. And then she's grifting for rent money because I think she said she has to pay for a bunch of months all at once or something. I don't know. Her stories don't make any sense. We know the rent where she is 2,200. So why is she only paying 800? Or do you think she's making her mom pay the rest? I don't know. Luke wrote Chantal, I wrote a list of ideas as well as timeline. For example, Syrian Kitchen in Canada cooking series concept. Chantal recreates authentic dishes she learned while living abroad. For example, I don't know how to, is it wheezy, woozy, oozy? I don't know. Syrian coffee, why it works, educational, cultural, and highly advertiser friendly. It positions her as a homemaker chef rather than a mukbanger. Okay. What I spent the most time on was the 10 content ideas for you that could be fun and profitable. Another is thrift store glow up challenges. Concept shopping at Value Village for a specific outfit or home decor on a $50 budget. Why it works, popular trend, high watch time, and appeals to a broad demographic. Luke also says, loves the sound of rain. I'm happy you like the ideas. Another is cultural walkthroughs vlog style concept. Sharing photos / clips from her travels, Syria, Thailand, Kuwait, and talking about the history and the architecture. Why it works transitions her from a personality to a documentarian, which YouTube's algorithm views as higher quality. Who is Luke really? Julie just said, stop wasting your time, Luke. That's going to take way too much effort for Chantal. Concept, she's not going to fucking do it. Medicinal Pothead said Luke had his whole head up her 8XL hot dog buns. Is that anime? He has time to sit around concept. I had a great ones too, but I might use them. Luke is wasting his time. She won't do any of this. No. Luke is a pro dude. 800 a month Canadian version of Section 8, maybe. Yes, and then he will walk away for good if no money coming in. And I don't think they want her back in Syria. I wouldn't think so either. I'm guessing she didn't want to the other stores because they have no scooters, probably. It's too far to walk in her mind. 500 kids and no money said, Foodie said everybody's entitled to a social media platform. Cool. Can someone point me to the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, any legal document where thou shalt have YouTube is listed? Access, entitlement, sweetie. All right, let's see.
You should say goodbye to social media. I don't know why I have to say goodbye to social media. Every single person in this world is entitled to a platform as long as you're not breaking the policies, okay? You should say goodbye to social media. I don't know why I have to say goodbye to social media. Every single person in this world is entitled to a platform as long as you're not breaking the policies, okay?
Right, but when we have these platforms, we agree to the platform's terms of service. And we agree that they could stop paying us if we break their terms of service or have our channel removed or whatever else. So I don't know. Be mad at yourself. She has one. They simply will no longer pay her for her content. That part too. She acts like she can't eat anymore. You can. They're just not going to pay you to do it. 500 kids and no money said exactly, teardrop. YouTube is just not monetizing her content because it's not what advertisers want to pay for, as is their right. That's true. Queen Jellybean said, I've been reading Chantal for filth in my free time and between my real paying job for years. How do I apply for my back pay? That's the whole problem in a nutshell, damn you, kid said. No one is entitled to anything. Chantal's whole personality is entitled. She thinks that she should be given things, and it's so frustrating to watch. Like, she's one of those people that, like, she wants to watch everybody go to work, everybody work really hard for their money, and then she wants you to get a cut of what you've done for your working because you've made more than enough, right? So, you know, and she's disabled, she's too fat, she can't work. She's just a leech. She's an actual leech on society. Julie said, oh my God, is this true? I must have missed the story. Chantal, you literally told us you sucked Nad's parts while pooping on the toilet? It doesn't get less irreversibly immoral than that. I must have blocked this memory out. Did she admit that? Raised Octillion said I must have blocked that out because ew. I mean, on the toilet? There's some things that you can just okay. Anyways, other something said, I don't know what to do with this. Did he need it that bad that he couldn't wait until she was done in the bathroom? Is it a kink of his or hers? This is something I'd like to take to the grave. Julie said the scent of her laxy poops just got him going, apparently. Both of them so gross. Well, what I do know is the pipe that he was smoking one day on YouTube looked like something that I've smoked meth out of before, okay? I don't know any other way of saying that. And I do know people on certain substances, like they are ready all the time, if you catch my drift. That's why, like, people, I don't know if you've ever been in recovery long enough, you hear people share stories about the time that they were on meth for like 2 weeks and holed up in a hotel and what they were watching. Anyway, so maybe he just couldn't wait. But I would feel like the smell of Chantal's poop would be like a major turnoff, like no matter how ready to go you were, but whatever. I mean, ew. She once gave him that after she saw greenish pus coming. I remember that story. She said that when she was doing it, that it was swollen like a golf ball and green. Anyways, he wiped it with a baby wipe and she did it. Now I'm going to vomit. Who was on the toilet, Foodie Beauty or him? Julie said, I took it as she was on the toilet. I think the other option is worse, if that's possible. All right, I am so over this topic of pooping and green peas. I mean, customer service said, do you see that comment? The piece of info plus all your other disgusting and disturbing shit on your channel. And who walked up to you at Walmart? A group of very young girls. And you want to know why you're sitting on a 90-day demonetization courtesy? Yeah. This is just a reminder. I don't want anybody under the age of 18 in my chat. At 42, I feel like I've gone through more than you can even comprehend under the age of 18. I know some people have hard lives, but still, these topics are not for children. The conversations we have are not for children. Stay in school, stay off drugs, don't touch alcohol. There you go. That's my PSA of the day. So Money said, Foodie's on Twitch e-begging, of course, but there was a really strange slip when she briefly talks about having to pay rent. Does she really have to pay $2,200 a month in rent, or is it much, much less? Okay, let's see if I can find the clip. Where is it?
Okay, let's say you worked at a job and you had people coming in and making fun of your chin and flinging verbal abuse at you. Would you not get kicked out of that store pretty darn quick? You would. That's why people go to reaction channels. Reaction channels block people that hate on them. They don't block people because they hate on me. Sorry, but yeah. I wish people wouldn't question who we block. Chantal doesn't want.
I wonder, okay, this is like 35 minutes long. Hold on. I want to just scroll around and see if I could find it, but I'm pretty sure I've retweeted another clip where they talk about it. I do like this channel. It's nothing against them. I just have so much more stuff to talk about too.
Guy is this guy. He's a philosopher.
Oh,
but he's really into like Taoism and Buddhism and stuff like that. And it was really interesting. I want to play you guys something, one of his little videos, because this could inspire you today. We're in the inspired era. And I did, if you're struggling, just listen to this. We need to get through these hard times. This guy, mentality. Hold on. Listen to this.
Can drown, but too much freedom turns into chaos. Debility, it's like walk. That's how depression direction. Every human needs and reflection. This gives your day meaning.
Remember when I came back, I'm like, I don't have purpose.
And reflection miss one. Discipline isn't punishment. It's protection, creating a healthy life.
So discipline is protection. I never looked at it that way. I always saw it as like a punishment, you know? Okay.
Oh my gosh. Are we in our positive part of the cycle again where she's going to preach to us? I'm pretty sure I have a clip. Shout out to this channel, by the way, the Looney Tubes. I do enjoy them. Holly Go Heavy said, walk a mile in my Skechers and then you will know what it's really like to bees. I don't want to walk a mile in anything you've been in. Thank you. I enjoy not having athlete's foot or some sort of foot fungus or toenail fungus. My feet are very clean. You don't believe in washing below the waist. Her hair and scalp scares me. She has a comb over, but the other part is gone. Huh. Usually they like comb it all the way over from one side, but not Chantal. Nope. I think she's on crack. Why else would you do this to your hair? Right? Like, I smoke weed and I'm not in the bathroom butchering my hair off. No. So what is she doing that makes her go into the bathroom and chop, chop, chop? How did I know what a blumpkin is? Why would anyone do that? I don't know. Hi, old wrinkly wiener. I couldn't imagine smelling poop. No, because I don't even want to talk about this anymore. I don't know. Because, like, at that point, the smell would even, like, when you're opening your mouth and just, No, thank you. But I guess to each your own. I hope I hope somebody poops for you later. I don't know what to say. You know? Lazy said she hasn't even walked a mile in her Skechers. This is true. I still wouldn't put my feet in anything she's been on in. Put hers in. Tone said, Foodie's on Twitch begging for money, complaining about the rules on YouTube, and kicking people in chat like she wants to go broke. Her demonetization has been the best Christmas gift I've gotten in years. She's so screwed. I don't think reality has sunk in for her yet. She's unemployable. It'll sink in next week. And she's going to be really uncomfortable and really, really ragey. And I'm excited for us. Water always finds its level. This is true. Marcus said she thought she was untouchable after watching Rosie and ALR getting demonetized. And now she's hit with karma. It feels so good, to be honest. Girl World is crumbling. I don't think it's crumbling. I think the girls are being affected, but I think the rest of us, I mean, if anything, we'll just move on to other people and topics, right? I think the reaction, like, I don't think you have to worry about losing your favorite reaction channel. I think if Foodie completely goes away, everybody will be happy. I don't know how else to say it other than that. Yeah. When Shani is taking your crown, like, it's just time to call it a day, right? Like, hang up your shoes, hang up your jacket, just go on your way. Why? Why would you put your mouth? I don't know. Because I don't know. I feel like everybody knows this, but you know when you flush your toilet, like little particles fly into the air. So like don't leave your toothbrush out on your counter. I don't know why. I'm done with this topic. Lysol. Don't have sex where poo is. I don't know what to say. And if you do, I don't want to hear about it. 500 Kids and No Money said, not Foodie rewriting history, saying Salah helped her financially when she moved to Canada. Girl, your chat paid those bills, not him. Donations carried you. Salah's biggest contributions were divorce papers and a ride to the airport. Be serious. Acadia said, I would like to see those spreadsheets about that. Crochet with Ashmi said he probably let her keep 50% of the money instead of 10% under threat that she'd stay in Syria if he didn't. Holly Go Heavy said, he just bought a car, cash. He can't help me. Quoting Chantal, stay stupid, Chantal. This conversation is giving me a mix of C. diff and a yeast infection. I don't know. I just want to shower and to rebrush my teeth. I'm still feeling itchy from the cockroach, if I'm being honest with you. And every time we look at Chantal's scalp, it definitely doesn't help. Miss Blue said she's already said she gave him most of the donations as she had her return ticket and free rent. She did say that. She said she spoiled a few people. So now Salah helped you. Cowboy Dog said, you guys, I'm worried. Do we think being demonetized is going to get in the way of Chantal getting hot and fit in 6 months? Definitely. Maisie said, somehow I think she's safe from ever being hot or fit. I don't think she could do anything to change what she's done to her body. I mean, walking would certainly help. Not eating as much as she does would certainly help. But I think she's honestly deformed her body. Like, think of the people on My 600-Pound Life. Like, even when we see the success stories where they lose all the weight, they have the surgery, and then they go back for skin removal. Like, there's deformation that happens. There is. She's really done a number on her body, all for some fucking pizza. Milky Chai said Everest was so excited to see her reach base camp. Pup the Magic Dragon said she will have to put it on hold, I think. Detective Cochi said she'll move in with gonads and have world-class meals made for her. I remember when he had a goat head on a plate. I would starve rather than eat that, but Chantal ate the things that he made. I also remember a cake with peas on it. Does anybody else remember that? I don't know. Money said, let something slip out about her rent amount. Am I making too much of it? Oh, thank you. Okay, we do have the clip.
I sent you money for Dollar Tree. Check your PayPal. Get out of here. For real? Oh, Mahi. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I can't pin my PayPal on here. That's the only stupid thing. But I'm not asking for like help. If you guys want to, sure, go for it. But I'm not asking. I'm just going to like, I know you're thinking because it's cheap Dollar Tree stuff, but I'm on a budget and I need to pay like 800 months of rent, So I sent you money for Dollar Tree. Check your PayPal.
She was going to say $800 a month rent. So how did she get a discount? She was about to say I needed to pay 8 months of rent, February to October, move-in special, no rent till February. That's true. Queen Jellybean also said, I'm not sure why she's still lying about having paid rent or that she did not get the move-in special of no rent till February when she knows the info has already been doxed. Also, not sure why her dumbass Beezers haven't asked her where the money is that she already grifted. Do you guys know she said she was going to get help single mothers for the holidays and she was going to go shopping for them at the Dollar Tree? I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but like she's grifting money to shop at the Dollar Tree. Like, I don't know, like anybody would be grateful for any gift, right? But I mean, it's just wild to me. Like I would be thinking, anyways, Frosty Toast said, I thought she had 2 months of free rent. Again, this is Chantal. She's always going to make her situation sound worse than it actually is for further donations and support. Well, we had to we were thinking she was really slumming it, right? Complaining about where she was. I don't know. I had a mental image in my brain like there was gangs and wars and like I don't know, you had to be careful what side of the block you step on. I don't know. In my head, I had it all built up. She made it sound horrible because she had no dishwasher, whatever else. And then we see that she's not living so bad after all. In fact, she might be living better than a lot of her Beezers. Boho said the reason she seems so unbothered is because she knows she doesn't have to cough up rent until February 1st, 2026. Incoming rage mid-January. Bank on it. Foodie thinks getting skin removal surgery is going to give her a perfect body. Even young people that lose 100 plus pounds don't look 100% normal after surgery. Foodie Beauty wouldn't be compliant. Yeah, she wouldn't. Lori, hi. Good morning, gorgeous. Blanking a guy on the toilet. I mean, things are pretty bad if you have to do that on the toilet. Crochet with Ashmi said when she was making $20K a month pre-Kuwait, she bought her family those weed chocolate bars, then ate them all. So it ain't a money thing. She never has gifts for her family. Enigma said there are no Christmas gifts for her family, but you can pay her rent. Credit to Hot Wasabi.
Cut off, you probably won't be able to see anything. Do you have your Christmas shopping? No, no one's getting any presents this year. You can pay my rent. Wait, let me just cut off. You probably won't be able to see anything. Do you have your Christmas shopping? No, no one's getting any presents this year. You can pay my rent. Wait, let me just
Wow. It really sucks to be related to Chantal. If you're related to her and you're listening, I am so sorry. She's like, we say she's a leech on society. She's even a leech on her family. You know, she shows up to Christmas expecting gifts, but brings not one thing even for her mom or her aunt or her sister. Yikes. Queen Jellybean said, watching Steph K said's Foodie Beauty Live, and did I just hear that trauma dump? I mean, turd drop just donated to Chantal? Was that hoe just not dry bagging the other day and got people to donate money for her stove? And now she's sending it to Chantal? This is why they're broke. I swore her PayPal was pinned the other day. Didn't her daughter just die for the 5th time in the last 6 months? Yeah, this time she died. Next week she'll be going into labor and having her 35th child. Shoe Gal said she has donated and gifted memberships. Insane. Why not just save the money? Don't give it to Chantal, who has heat, and save up and buy yourself a heater. Or an electric blanket, even. They all deserve their little cesspit of muck. I'm telling you. Her Muslim beezers were giving her a hard time for listening to that new age girl. Were they, Freedom? She is so dumb, literally. She learns through other stories. She doesn't know how to do the basic stuff and no common sense. Freedom said, funny how she uses her religion as an excuse when choosing not to give gifts, but she will accept gifts and celebrate holiday snacks, etc. Rules for thee, but not for me. Being adventurous is fun, but I have some hard lines. True. I mean, I have to remember sometimes, like, I do speak very freely, but sometimes I have to remember I have a boyfriend who doesn't like do YouTube and stuff like that. So I say things sometimes and I'm like, well, talking about the old me or whatever else. And like, he never gives me a hard time, but like when I want him like coming online talking about his D size, So sometimes I'm like, I can still speak freely, but not speak so freely. Anyways, it's a hard battle going on in my head. And I hope you guys know. I never am sharing anything like, woohoo, I hope I'm looking for a man or whatever else. Like, I don't know. I just don't have a filter. Does that make sense? Like no filter whatsoever. It goes straight from my brain and leaves my lips. There's not a whole lot of thought that goes on in between. Anyways, people are calling her out for modding her ex-husband, whose family tried to unalive her, allegedly, supposedly. Remember, if something happens to me, it was them. I find the whole thing odd. I'm just going to stay silent, Medicinal Pothead said, because I'm going to lose my page if I say something. The things I would love to say about this thing, the English dictionary doesn't even have enough words for me. Same. Sometimes I really, really want to say how I feel about her. Especially on the days, where I remember specifically what she said about my child. But today I'm choosing, I just find her so fucking pathetic, right? Like her existence, her life, her situation, everything about her is so pathetic. And sometimes I do feel a little mean because I'm like, this woman has nothing right now, but she's still entitled. She still thinks she deserves this and that. She got a place that she can't afford and wants other people to work to pay her rent. So, I think she's really selfish. I think every day her mom probably wakes up like, where the fuck did I go wrong? Like, what did I ever do to deserve a daughter like this? And I feel bad for her mom. That's truly who I feel bad for. I can't imagine like doing my best raising a child and then they just grow up to not want to work, not want to be productive, not want to know how to function. I can't imagine having a daughter I can't go shopping or go get pedicures with. Like, I'm excited to do those things with my daughter. I love shopping with her. I don't like spending money. That part sucks, but like, I don't know, getting to do girl things. I think that's like the best part of having a daughter. Going to get haircuts together, whatever else. We bond in those moments, even if we're just looking at our phone scrolling, like we're next to each other, right? I can't imagine having a daughter. And I do those things with my mom too. I hate going shopping with my mom, but she makes me and I do it because it's still time we get to spend together. I just hate when she takes me to Kohl's or IKEA. I'm not a fan of going there with her either. I don't like Kohl's. I don't like IKEA. It's nothing personal. I just hate being in there with other people and the music And it's just a whole lot of walking when you're going with a person who likes to stop every 2 inches to look at something. Anyways, I'm saying all this to say I'm still grateful for those moments. And imagine like you work hard, you try to do the right thing, and you have this daughter that you want to take out to eat, but you can't because you can't afford her food bill. Like, who can pay $200 for lunch? You can't take her to go get a pedicure because she's too large for the seat. I mean, your daughter has told the internet that she's got STDs and given people certain jobs and all kinds of things while pooping on a toilet. She's had sex with a homeless man. Can you imagine that? I feel bad for her mom. Kohl's feels like it's full of still air. I had to work there during a Christmas season, and I've just never been fond of it ever since. I really haven't. At one point, though, too, Kohl's used to be like, they used to have the best sales, and now I don't know that there's anything good about it at all. I don't like it. Don't hate me if you shop at Kohl's. Like, you continue shopping there and having fun. But I am just not fond of going in there. Kohl's has a lot of cheap crap. I don't shop there. And the back, I think it's because like a lot of people get their Kohl's rewards and the Kohl's dollars and stuff like that. My mom is like all into sales, and she likes getting bucks and rewards for every time she spends money. Like, that's her thing. I will just shop online and have it delivered to my house. Anyways, somebody put Foodie Beauty on some Habibi dating app or dating site, lovehabibi.com. I didn't know there were so many options. I feel like, well, back in the day, everybody did Plenty of Fish. I don't know. There was some weird space I can't remember that people met each other on. Was it Moco space? I don't know. It's something weird like that. There was Plenty of Fish. People would meet on MySpace and Match. And then I think eHarmony came into the picture. And then I stopped paying attention after that. Oh, and then there's a Tinder, but I didn't know there was a Love Habibi too. Anyway, she's on there, lives in Ottawa, Canada. She's not religious. She wants to meet people 18 to 80. Laura, you're not missing out. A lot of people like the IKEA food court, though. I don't know. I'm not a meatball person or a hot dog person. So, like, I don't really, like, what is there for me, But I heard they're Swedish meatballs. If you like them, everybody seems to like them there. You're not missing anything, Lori. Go once for the experience. Yeah. Anyways. Maisie said, trying to make her sugar daddy successful businessman jealous. How dare anyone see her as her sacred chins and luscious locks? Those are for Scatman. Do you think she's really on there, or did somebody put her on there? An 18 to 80? Needs to be updated to her most recent crowning glory status, but that pic's a good start. I want to know, if you set up this account, are you getting messages? Like from actual people interested in meeting her? And can they see? Not that they should be ruled out. I'm just genuinely curious if people know what she looks like. Anyways, please let me know. I don't know. Can we go to Habibi.com and find her? Let me see. No, I don't want to start getting ads for these things. No, I'm not searching shit. If you want Habibi and Tinder ads and all that, you go for it and let me know if you find her. Alex Ishuk said, Salah still lingering like a broccoli fart, I see. Yeah, he never quite goes away. He thinks there's a payday coming. Well, she's probably still telling him she's going to get paid, but she's not. Alex Ashok said he's going to be waiting a long ass time. I'm telling you, I had heard, because I think PI was demonetized right before me. And she had said that she didn't get her check. And for some reason, I was still holding out hope that I was going to be the special person who still got her check, even though she was demonetized. And then I remember YouTube even makes it look like it's going to be sent to you. Like even in your studio, I remember looking at it somewhere, okay, and it looked like it was going to be sent. And then poof, it just disappeared into thin air, just like that. So there's not going to be a check for Chantal. Salah, if you're listening, she's lying to you, just like she lies to you saying that you're going to get to Canada. They've denied you a couple times. I don't think they want you there. Fat Cow said Salah appears in Foodie Beauty's last Twitch stream. The channel his name is linked to has 1 follower. Not suspicious at all. Incidentally, and I'm not implying anything, but Salah and Tracy are never in the same chat, be it Twitch or YouTube. So maybe it's not really Salah coming around. Isn't he dying in the hospital again or something? Hold on, what is this? It's coming soon, guys. Knock, knock, it's karma. Let's see what this is. I have to turn the song down, but it sounded like a good one. Last weigh-in, 387, gold, 2 pounds per week. Oh. Also Foodie. Fat Girl Files. Look at these titles. What I ate in a day. And she wonders why she lost her channel. Look at this right here. Girl World is disgusting. A bunch of sad, also overweight hypocrites obsessed with my weight. Who cares? Let me tell you right now, whether I play bingo or whether I gain a bazillion pounds, I don't give a fuck. One thing I will never do, unlike Girl World, is place my self-worth in my fucking weight. There are sad sacks of crap making whole ass live streams obsessing about my weigh-ins. Please take your kids out and get a life for fuck's sakes. Enjoy your sad lives. The only reason we were talking about her weight so much is she was trying to convince us and everybody else, her audience, that you could eat whatever you want as long as you were drinking Unicity. And she said she would show us eating she was eating large amounts of foods, but saying she was down 8 pounds, 7 pounds. It's like, how is that possible? So we started saying she was lying and everything else. Anyways, what I will say is I don't think I'm better than Chantal because I weigh less than her. But I love my body and I love myself and I respect myself so much that I want to keep it healthy and I want to keep myself active. And there's a sense of pride that you have when you're doing something like working out or walking or running or weightlifting. You feel proud because you're putting in the work to take care of yourself. I guess this is one of those moments where I truly find her pathetic and I pity her. How sad that she will never feel pride in taking care of her appearance and her health. That's sad. She is a bad liar. All right, let's see what else this is. I had to turn this song down. Does anybody know what song that was? So since some of you need to see the dictionary definition of a lie, here it is. Intent to deceive. People call me a liar for not following through on weight loss. Let me fill you in. Every day I wake up with the intention to do well, not the intention to deceive. I don't come online and say I want to do something, and simply because I fail at this something does not make me a liar. Doesn't make me a failure either. It means I need more time to keep trying. Also, I have said many times my focus is of overcoming my bingo addiction, not eating less. So yes, you will see me eating things that are not cottage cheese, mustard, and veggies or keto. Get over it. But Foodie, how do you think everybody else stays fit and stays in shape and isn't overweight? They mix cottage cheese in with their things. For example, do you guys know I make a tuna salad with cottage cheese instead of mayonnaise because it's better for you? It is, and it actually tastes amazing. Is that would I sometimes just love to eat a big old meal from Porto's instead of that? Yes, but I also don't want to be 900 pounds. Like, she shames people for dieting and working out and doing what she's incapable of doing. My IKEA couch is the hardest worker ever. Some of their furniture is good. I mean, I don't know if it's going to last like 30 years, but like it's good for just starting out, I feel like, or dorm living. I remember when I moved out to an apartment, I had all furniture from IKEA. I did. The bed, it didn't last, but the other stuff was kind of okay. The thing is, I think if you were around in like the 80s or even before that, like things used to be so well made. Like the furniture was so well made and it was made to last. And I don't think things these days are, right? It's supposed to be like an easy build and kind of, I don't know, hope you makes it a couple years. Controversial take. I think cottage cheese is gross. I can't with the texture. My boyfriend doesn't like it either. I don't know. I think you either love it or you don't. I didn't like it as a kid. I didn't understand it. Like I would see my mom mixing applesauce with it or fruit and it looked so disgusting to me. But as an adult, I really like it because it keeps me full. I don't know, you can really do so much with it. You can. You can. And it does taste really good with applesauce. But some people have texture issues. Like I can't do jello. And some people really love that, right? Like the texture really, really bothers me. And I can't explain it. It just grosses me out. The way it feels in my mouth, the jiggliness of it, it bothers me. I thank her for changing my life for the better. I see all the things she does that I hate about myself. And here's the thing, too. When she was telling everybody that you can eat how you want, just drink fiber and you'll lose weight and da da da, that's a fucking lie. It's a fucking lie. Nobody can eat whatever they want. Like everybody has to work out and get movement. Like even think of like the celebrities who you think have like the best body. They're not sitting around eating cheeseburgers all day and sealing for 2 weeks straight, right? Like they go to the gym, they move their body, they go for a run, whatever else. You eat good things because truthfully, our body needs good things. We don't need processed, greasy, horrible food. We need fruits and vegetables, and we do need protein. We need things that serve our body, that have minerals in it, that nourish it. I don't know. Foodie's lifestyle isn't anything to promote or what anybody should want to be like, okay? Fat Cow said it still appears. Oh, did I read this one? Yeah, so people think Tracy and Salah or Tracy is pretending to be Salah because they're never in the chat at the same time. I can buy that. I can buy that. Hi, Tone. I would maybe try it with a salad, but itself I can't. Maybe you'd like it in tuna. Do you like tuna? And do you like tuna salad? Try cottage cheese instead of mayonnaise in it. And you need red onion and you need celery and you need some lemon juice, a little salt and pepper, and you need mustard. And you mix all of it together and then toast some bread and you could put some lettuce on it. And then I don't know how you want to do it. Like I'm not the biggest mayonnaise person, so I just have all that on bread with maybe a little bit more mustard just so the bread isn't dry and like lettuce or a slice of cheese and it's really effing good. I ran 100 miles over the last 7. Oh my gosh. 100.35 miles over the last 7 days in 14 hours and 13 minutes. Foodie could never. You're such a rock star. You can blend the cottage cheese with an immersion blender. Hey, Chantal's Kuwait treadmill. Good to see you. It is really good and it keeps you full. Like that's a really good lunch to me, a tuna salad sandwich. It keeps you full. All right. So Bondu said, who is the smug, morbidly obese man posturing on Twitch and giving self-help TED Talks that nobody asked for? Chantal, he isn't falling for your redemption. Get healthy and clean speech. He is busy jizzing on his cousin wife. Get fucked. Here's the thing. If she was positive, such a positive person, her life would show it, right? Like we'd see it by her actions. She'd be taking care of herself, taking care of other people. Her life is shit. Please do not give us a speech. Please. Obviously, you're not doing well. Your mental health is in the gutter. You're watching a narcissist womanizer trying to say that drug addicts are being talked to by God, blah, 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 blah. Like, you're nothing that anybody wants to aspire to be. If all these things that you're preaching about had worked for you, you wouldn't look the way you look. You wouldn't be husbandless, houseless, carless. I mean, you were toiletless for a while, let's be honest. How about go away and do what other people have done? Like go to rehab, go get inpatient help. Go talk to somebody, go fix all the demons that are inside of you and battle them. Because your life's only going to get worse, bitch. You make fun of everybody else for what we do, but look at everybody else's life. Everybody's doing better than you. Literally everybody. Queen Jellybean said, I wonder if Foodie has read the community guidelines for Twitch. If so, she will see that number 1, self-destructive behavior, no glorifying certain disorders or abusing intoxicating substances. So she'll end up banned there too, as long as she comes on high stuffing her face. Well, I feel like all she's going to have to do is rage and tell people to do their worst. So then her Twitch is going to be gone too. So there's that. Maybe it'll happen on Christmas. Here goes Teardrop again with her sob stories. Let's see. I had one picture of my biological mom, but lost it in our house fire. Teardrop, do you ever wake up wondering like what you've ever done? It seems like something horrible is always happening to you. Somebody's always dying. Somebody's always in the hospital. Somebody's always in a car accident. And again, I'm not talking about anybody else, but house fires, non-existent husbands that eat hot dogs off the floor. I mean, yikes. I think she does these things or says these things, like the worst things, right? We would feel bad for anybody who lost something, anything, all things in a house fire. That's traumatic. But like Teardrop, there's always something with her, right? Here goes Teardrop again with her sob stories, trauma dump with her woe is me bullshit. I think she desperately needs attention and she gets none. I don't think her husband is with us anymore. I don't know. He's nowhere on her Facebook. And the way she talks about him, she hates him. So I don't know. Anyways, future Becky LRFA said Chantal's soul keeps reaching for transcendence, but grasping at Burger King instead.
The addict is a mystic who's lost their way. Someone whose soul is reaching for transcendence, but grasping at the wrong door. And here's what fascinates me. What if you're
Grasping for transcendence, but reaching for the wrong door. Right, listen.
addiction wasn't a curse at all? What if it was a calling? What if God or the universe, or whatever you want to call the fundamental ground of being has been? The addict is a mystic.
I'm sorry, if I'm going to be told that I was the chosen one, you couldn't have chosen me for something else. I mean, I had to sleep outside sometimes. I had to lose it all. I mean, I had to lose my kid, my home. There was nothing else I could have been chosen for. Fuck that shit. I don't know. I think addiction truly, it's what I got from like messing with the devil. The devil tempted me and I was like, I'll try it. And it fucking sucked. I don't think it was any part of a gift. Sometimes I wonder though, like if I was specifically chosen for a reason, but I don't look at it like, oh, you're going to have this life as a great addict. It's like you're going to have to suffer, but because you're going to end up helping somebody else. Anyways, I don't like this guy she's listening to. He really bothers me. That's my PSA of the day. Wonder Mom said, it is time for this again. I hate when Foodie's at this point in her cycle. It's never her fault. It was never really a choice. It's not her that has to stop it. Addiction is about choices, her choices. Each time she is choosing addiction, her choices, her consequences. I mean, if you think about it, I do believe addiction is a disease, but we make choices, right? We do. I think once I was addicted, it was no longer a choice. Like I needed that stuff to survive. But I think in the beginning, it was a choice. I knew drugs were bad. There was no alcohol in my house ever to be seen growing up, like ever. Like it wasn't something that was around me. Like I had always heard how bad all those things were, right? And I still chose to take things that were offered to me, you know, and to get drunk or to get high or whatever. So yeah, I think it starts off as a choice and then it leads to something that you no longer are making a choice. Like I feel like I didn't want to drink sometimes. I didn't. There were times there I truly did not fucking want to drink, and then the shakes would happen. I mean, I even started having seizures, right? So at that point, it's like they even tell you if you're at that point, like you have to get a little bit of alcohol in you or you could die. So it's no longer a choice. My body needed it to survive, and that's actually really fucking scary. And I'm supposed to believe that came from God? I don't think so. I saw some shit when I was high, when I was drunk, even hallucinating, that you can't tell me came from God or from heaven. I think it was something dark, something very fucking dark. She really thinks listening to this stuff is going to change her. The guy died an alcoholic. I mean, if he was living this amazing life of his thoughts and whatever else, I'm not saying it to like knock him, but I'm saying if he had it all figured out, why did he die the way he did? Why was he womanizing? If life is so amazing, doing just meditation, why the need to use all these women? Anyways, I think this is Chantal's future. People will be lining up to see her jump in water just to see how big the splash is going to be. Tired I've said, I'm just going to leave this here. Thank you for that. I will be on my walking pad today. Yes, I will. I don't know what this clip is, but we need to hear it apparently.
Glasses. Ah. You people are weird. He could support his ex-wife. You're literally like you literally just won't shut the fuck up. You want me to say, sorry, he's a broke bum, he has no money. Is that what you want me to say? And then you'll shut the fuck up?
Yes.
Because that's not gonna happen. I'm sorry that your perceived notion, your ideas about him were not true. He pays his own bills. He
But
paid the
how?
rent there when we were there. He has to pay his own fucking life. He doesn't have the money to pay for my life too. You probably are a loser. Get out of here. Shut up.
I feel like one day there was this clip. Well, I saw it in real time and then it was circulating for a long time where Chantal was telling us that he is going to spoil her and support her and she's never going to have to work a day in her life again if she doesn't want to because he's got her. Where is he now? Why is she grifting money from her audience? She needs a new PC. She needs a new rug. She needs this. She needs that. Where is he? Raised Octillion said, I'm old enough to remember when Foodie first went to the Middle East and told us she didn't need to work. Salah was a real man who takes care of his wife, unlike Allah, who isn't a real man who makes his wife work. I remember that too. Oh, is this it? Let's take a walk down memory lane, shall we? Foodie, feel free to waddle along.
Like literally no incentive. Like he hasn't asked me for a dime. He has a job. Like there's literally no, he wants me, if he was using me and needed my money, why does he want me to, he doesn't want me to, why am I not doing live streams every day? Why am I not making money then this way? Like, excuse me? No, that's not even true. Why does he want want me to go there for months at a time and not have to worry about friggin' working? You know, like get a life. You don't know the situation. You don't know him at all. Like literally no incentive. Like he hasn't asked me for a dime.
You told us that you were supporting him and his family. Do you ever ask yourself, where is he getting money from? Before it was a perfume business. I'm supposed to believe the Beezer spray is that high in demand. It's keeping him employed. So much so that he could even buy a new car with cash. At what point do you stop and ask yourself, where is he getting this money? I mean, is he selling his body? What is he doing over there? Rojo said within 2 days of talking to him, he was filthy rich, rule number 1, and flew her over there. She was shocked by his apartment. Her words. Yeah, I remember her basically selling us this story that he had this mansion in the sky. You know, we couldn't even see his house. It was so high up there. It just, I don't know. She made it sound like he had maids and butlers. And then she shows us his place, and it's not even as big as a studio apartment. Like it was like somebody's closet. There was no bathroom in there. Her luggage barely fit in it. I don't know. And I'm not I don't think it's cool to make fun of people's homes because I've lived in all places. I've lived outside. I've lived in a car for a while. I was hotel beezing at every Motel 6 possible for a while. I've lived in houses. I've lived in apartments. I've lived, you know what I mean? I've lived everywhere. But like to tell us that basically he's well off and then we get shown a broom closet with a couch. I mean, we're going to have some questions, right? And then he has this perfume business supposedly. But when people reached out to the business, they said Salah was not part of that business and to stop messaging them about him because he's no longer there. So how is he making money? I had the best concert of my life this morning. Yes, I did. I was listening to Elvis. I really enjoy Burning Love, and then especially the Hawaii one, Aloha from Hawaii. And then I was listening to a medley of Heartbreak Hotel, Hound Dog, and All Shook Up. That was wonderful. Then I was listening to Jerry Lee Lewis because I always scream every time I watch this version. He literally plays with the heel of his foot at one point. Do you know how amazing that is? So I scream every single time and I get all excited for my day and I'm in the best mood. If you've never heard this song, I really need you to listen to it. Please, it will change your life. Maybe, possibly, if you really like music or people that can play instruments. Because I find it cool. If you play the piano, whatever you play, I find that so fucking cool, right? Anyways, if you enjoy watching other people be really good at their gift, may I suggest this? Then I had to play the Beach Boys because why not? I listened to Good Vibrations. It gave me some good vibrations and excitations. Yes, it did. Anyways, what is this? Back in my day, I was quite the stunner. If you say so. I mean, at least you looked human before. I'll say that. You should say, back in my day, I resembled a human. There you go. Aaliyah said Foodie's new gift or grift is to entice her Weezers to donate by virtue signaling. She wants to give single moms Christmas care packages. True giving is done in silence. She loves using children and animals. I just find it hard to believe she truly, from the bottom of her heart, wants to help single moms when I just remember all the shit she talked about them just last year. The money's going to go to her. I don't know who needs to hear this. She wants to go shopping at the Dollar Tree. I've done that during the fires when all that was going on. We had to buy so many toothbrushes and toothpaste because there were so many people, like entire cities. I'm telling you. Were almost wiped out. One city was like so many people lost their homes. So many people. So like we had to buy in bulk and the best option was the Dollar Tree. So everybody could get a toothbrush that we could possibly give one to, right? But I don't think Foodie is doing this. I think she's trying to save a few dollars. She's going to buy them maybe some heel cream and chapstick. And then the rest is going to go to Nashies. If you do want to help this holiday season, there are so many shelters and rehabs. There's people even outside who could really use a jacket or a blanket. Don't give to Foodie Beauty. The money never goes where she says it's going to go to. And I don't know, if you do it your way, you'll actually be helping somebody. Aaliyah said, good luck, Foodie. I know even you can call fire stations, police stations, and see if they're accepting gifts. Like there's a lot of children this holiday season whose parents are in jail or rehab or wherever else. And they're going to wonder why Santa isn't visiting them this year. So if you find it in your heart to give this holiday season, let's think of all the children out there and let's make the magic of Christmas still happen for them. Just do a quick Google search. There's a lot of police stations, fire departments accept gifts. I know even your churches will do angel trees. Ask your kids at school if there's any kids at school this year that are struggling. Think of the kids this year. Don't think of Chantal. She's had enough. She's had plenty, and she's not grateful for anything. Do you know how much a child would appreciate a skateboard or a Barbie this year? And they'd be truly, truly grateful. The money is definitely going in Chantal's pocket for food for her belly. Exactly. The last real Christmas I had was in 2011. Tone. Wait, so she's asking to donate to her? Yes. And then she's going to go shopping for this stuff. I hate her. How dare you use kids and unfortunate parents this season? She's such a fucking bitch. Nothing she ever does is with true good intentions. It's always, how can I make $1 off of this? Okay, I think this might be 8 minutes long, but this is a recap, if I'm remembering correctly, of her Twitch stream. So do you guys want to watch it or do you want to watch the rest of the clips I have? I think I have like 4 small clips. I don't know. I do like eyelash. We can always speed it up.
Grasping for transcendence, but reaching for the wrong
Oh,
door.
God, no, I can't.
Right, listen.
I'm skipping
Chantal
past this.
is my least favorite Chantal. However, since
recording, it's too late to do that. Sorry, yeah. First day in Hollywood. He's got a lot to learn.
now that Chantal has lost monetization on both her YouTube channels, she'll start spinning through her addiction cycle. And today, in a Twitch stream, she went full on step 4, The Awakening. I've got to say, The Awakening is my least favorite of the Foodie cycles. That sanctimonious, preachy, know-it-all Chantal is my least favorite Chantal. However, since she recently struck me for bullying, I won't give any more of my opinion on the matter. However, her chat said everything I wanted to say. As Chantal sat on Twitch with her new phone and her unvaccinated kitten, playing Ron Hubbard and other Scientology videos on her old phone for her audience. Yes, that's as obnoxious as it sounds. But here's a few
Yes.
minutes of clips, including the live chat response to her smug self, which frankly was my favorite part of this whole thing. I love Twitch chat. So here's a few
And the
minutes of those
mop.
clips. Thanks so much again for watching, and I'll see you in the comments.
Okay.
Like okay, here's the nature of addiction. I'll play this and then that will be it. This is the nature of addiction. So if you know anybody who's an addict, if you've been an addict, just makes like really good sense.
You know, I've spent a great deal of time contemplating the nature of addiction.
It's short.
And I've come to a rather startling conclusion that most people find quite uncomfortable. What if the thing that nearly destroyed you was actually trying to save you? Now, I realize that sounds absurd, perhaps even offensive to those of you who've suffered through the hell of addiction. But stay with me for a moment, because what I'm about to share with you might completely transform how you understand.
This is really pissing me off because I'm supposed to view alcohol as something that was trying to save me. Do you know how dangerous that is for an addict to hear? Because we get some wild ideas. We do. So do you know how dangerous that is to say, oh, maybe the heroin you were injecting, maybe in fact no, it's trying to unalive you and steal everything from you. I don't like this, whatever the fuck he is that she listens to. And he makes me ragey, and I'm sorry in advance.
Your struggle.
Alan
You see,
Watts.
I've come to believe that the addict is not a weak person, not a moral failure, not someone who lacks discipline or character. The addict is a mystic who's lost their way, someone whose soul is reaching for transcendence but grasping at the wrong door. And here's what fascinates me. What if you're
Grasping for transcendence, but reaching for the wrong door? Right, listen.
addiction wasn't a curse at all?
Listen, and this guy is on crack. He is on crack, and you are only going to get worse listening to him. You're desperately trying to find somebody to tell you maybe food is the thing that's trying to save you. It's fucking dangerous. You need to look at food and whatever else, like this shit wants to take me out.
What if it was a calling? What if God or the universe, or whatever you want to call the fundamental ground of being, has been speaking to you all along through this very suffering? I want to explore with you today something rather profound, a complete reframing of addiction as a form of divine communication. And by the end of this...
So he's basically suggesting that addiction is God's way of wanting to bring you to some realizations.
You may discover that you haven't been cursed. You've been chosen. Let's begin by understanding what we're really dealing with here. Society, in its infinite wisdom, looks at addiction through the narrowest possible lens.
Exactly, Worm said, you see, that's why I have to eat more. She's just trying to find an out, an excuse in this. Hokey, guys, I guess it.
It does.
Disease.
Dysfunction.
Moral bankruptcy.
Moral bankruptcy.
Someone who can't control themselves.
Yes.
Someone who needs to be fixed, medicated, rehabilitated. The whole approach is terribly mechanical. You're a broken machine that needs repair. But this completely misses the point, you see. It's a soul in revolt.
Addiction is a spiritual crisis masking as a chemical... What did he say?
Against the shallowness of ordinary existence.
Against the shallowness of ordinary...
You know those rehabs that like celebrities go to? I mean, no hate if somebody actually got sober there, like more power to them. But they'll go to some addiction places that lead you to believe that you're not forever an alcoholic. You're not forever a drug addict. Like, I remember even seeing ads for these places, and the guy was like, once I was a drug addict, but I'm not anymore. And it's dangerous to think that you're ever healed or cured because you're not, right? But these like new age people want you to believe that you are no longer these things as long as you're not drinking. But it's not true, because the second, the second I put even an ounce of alcohol into my system, it's going to send me on a spiral. Like, I'm forever an alcoholic. I don't know. This stuff is all dangerous. But of course, Chantal wants to go to, find the rehab that teaches you, as long as you can control things, you're no longer an addict. Okay.
Is screaming for depth, for meaning, for connection to something vast and true. And when that connection can't be found through conventional means, the seeking becomes desperate, chaotic, self-destructive. I've often said that the addict is attempting to reproduce the mystical experience through chemistry. You're searching for God in a bottle, in a pill.
God in a bottle.
In a powder. Not because you're weak, but because somewhere deep inside, you remember that there's more. That ordinary consciousness, ordinary reality, ordinary life as we've constructed it, is simply not enough. The problem isn't the longing. The longing is absolutely sacred. The problem is the method. You see, the substance becomes a false prophet. It promises heaven but delivers hell.
Yep.
It offers a glimpse of unity, of transcendence, and then snatches it away, leaving you more isolated than before. But here's what's extraordinary. God has been trying to redirect you all along, not through punishment, but through the very consequences of the path you've chosen. There's a hunger at the core of addiction that most people simply cannot fathom.
Yes.
I want to be very
For my whole life, there's a hunger at the core of addiction. You don't know where it comes from. And it's not for food. It's not for drugs. It's not for alcohol, but that's all we know how to use. I thought like, I don't know. His name is Alan Watts. I like listening to like, to get inspired, and like.
Yeah, that was really inspiring. Somebody telling me that if I go drink more alcohol, I'm going to find God. And alcohol is, in fact, trying to save me. Alcohol made me have seizures and a stroke. But I really, really, really need you to hear right now. Don't listen to these words. If you're struggling right now, your drug of choice wants to kill you. It wants to take everything that matters from you. It wants to take your kids from you, your home from you, your job from you, your mom from you, your husband from you, your little hamster guinea pig that you love. It wants to take everything that matters to you, and it will. That's not God. Don't ever buy into this shit.
I don't know. I have to listen to I have the whole thing on my TikTok, but I can play the whole thing.
I swear the guy's high. Like, he sprinkles in a few things that make sense and then goes off on this weird tangent. And you're like, what the fuck?
If you want, but it's a little long. Wait, what is this? Woo woo. Okay.
So the research I did, this guy was an alcoholic and he struggled with alcoholism and women. Those were his addictions. And I heard that he died a drunk. So I'm not sure why we're all supposed to be praising him for sounding sophisticated when really, if you listen to the root of what he's saying, he's trying to convince himself that what he's doing is okay. And he's hoping other people buy into it too.
But yes, this kind of like self-learning combined with therapy, stuff like that. Things that get your mind thinking, you know what I mean? Like in a different perspective than just the same old cookie cutter cardboard box thinking we always have. Like when, like, I don't know. MLM. No, that's Alan Watts.
Foodie, those people don't stay sober. He died drinking. The people who go to rehabs that tell you that because you've gone to rehab, you're no longer an alcoholic or an addict, those people don't stay sober or clean. I don't know how else to say it.
If you don't know who Alan Watts is, well, I didn't know, but now I do. No, I've heard of him, but yeah, just Google him. He's a very, very prominent philosopher. I have no patience. I would get bored listening to him. Oh, I like when I'm in like the right mood, like whenever you're like depressed and down, you don't want to hear it, you're like, just shut up. But even when like I have to, whenever I'm even, like the only way any cycle is going to get broken is if I even on the days where I don't feel motivated, which is going to happen 9 times out of 10.
Am I just being a bitch? Press 1 if you think that he is a fucking genius. Like, to me, I guess it might be triggering me because I've been there, done that. When you're in addiction and you're looking for an excuse and an out, and you're so desperately wanting somebody to tell you that what you're doing is okay and it's normal and there's a reason for all this. I mean, I used to read the stupid self-help books too, and like I was convinced somebody else's words or whatever else was gonna fix me. But no, the only thing that's gonna fix you is admitting that you have a fucking problem and you're powerless over it, and talking to your God or whatever you believe in, whether it's a fucking doorknob, and talking and saying those words to it and saying, I need help, I can't do it on my own. And then you have to talk to somebody. Like, sitting around and looking for outs and excuses is going to keep you in the same position you've been in, right?
Then I have to use like my discipline to be consistent. Like, honestly, I think if I can just master being consistent at something good for me, I'll be happy. So that's how that works.
Well, Eyelash, I think that was you. Thank you for that recap. I lost brain cells listening to that wacko guy. Oh my God. If you're wondering how to stay sober or whatever. Listen to somebody who has like 20 years, 15 years, something more than you have. Don't listen to somebody who is known as a womanizing narcissist who died an alcoholic, right? Like, do something different than you've been doing, because obviously if what you're doing was going to work, it would have worked, right? I know for me, I had to be around other people. I needed structure, I needed rules, I needed all of that for a very long time, because we get some bright ideas. And like I said, we're always looking for an out or an excuse or why it's okay to do what we're doing. I really am not fond of that guy. And I really want to say something bad, but I have this promise to not speak very ill of the dead. Please don't listen to him ever. Do your research. He's not a good person. And something about him being tied in with Scientology, and it all makes fucking sense. Let me tell you. Pink Warrior said, Foodie preaching to me about positivity is not what I signed up for. This is BS. And two, if you're truly honestly trying to change something about your life, which is oftentimes for people like addictions or struggles of some sort, right? Abusing something. It's not all rainbows and sunshine. It's not. And I think a lot of times the reason why people who've lived that life are so positive is because we know what it's like to live in our actual personal hell. And we've overcome that hell. And so on days where things are shitty, you just choose to find that positive, right? The little ray of sunshine, the little rainbow. You choose, well, the dog shit on my bed and ran through my house muddy. That didn't happen. Well, the muddy part did. But, now I have clean sheets and a freshly shampooed carpet, Anyway, she's trying to make it sound like life is all good and that she's stopping weed. I know she said that. She's quitting weed and she's listening to Alan Watts. But like the true change when you first start doing it, it's uncomfortable and it's ugly and it's not this beautiful, positive thing, right? After you start the work and after shit starts leaving your body, then you're on cloud 9. I think they call it a pink cloud, right? I remember feeling that, like naturally high on life. Nothing can get you down. But she hasn't done any of the work to feel that. So it's all BS. It's all fucking BS. I've seen this movie Weapons, right? I haven't seen it. This one? What is this? Oh, hell no, said not even Foodie's face card could save her this time. All right.
Now, baby, I didn't pay enough for
I have to turn down the song. Demonetized by YouTube, paying salon tips, banned for eating online stream. Obviously nothing's wrong because my face card slaps and I just want to bees without consequences. Tell me a story with 2 screenshots. I'll start. So this was Foodie's engagement photo shoot where she bought herself a ring and took photos by herself as her announcement that she was engaged. This was the lucky guy right here. I don't think he knew he was engaged to her. I'm kind of scared to see what else is in here, but oh, Acadia said, here you go. Demonetized. Oh, this one's good too. They hate each other. Look at the look on his face. Chantal, he has thought about 20 different ways of how to unalive you. Seriously. And I hope you know that. The look on his face, that's not love. That's not respect. That's not appreciation. That's when is this bitch gonna drop dead? And he was making you smoke. Which I find odd. You had so much to say about FFG for smoking. But you smoke whenever you're upset with a booger in your nose, I might add. Oh my gosh. These just keep getting better and better. Oh, this is my favorite one. He was banking on her. Yeah. She also looks like the lady in Weapons. Maybe that's what religion she really is. Maybe. I like the one where Natter makes her apologize on camera. Say, ah. with her leg like that and by the lake to cover the fish smell. Imagine having to go near the sea because you just want to blend in with the smell. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you should not have a fishy smell. And if you do, there is a problem. You shouldn't need to hang out by the sea. Probiotics and prebiotics with cranberry, that'll save you. Her own words, Foodie said this August 6, 2019. So YouTube doesn't monetize some of my videos talking about my health issues or vlogs doing random stuff, but will monetize my mukbangs, which are pretty much a form of how she would hurt herself. And then she put, makes sense. I emailed them to bitch about it. Yikes. So in her own words, the way she eats is a way of doing something bad to herself, right? And she got paid to do it for years. For years. Chantal plays dumb, but at the end of the day, she knows what she's doing. She does. And Eugenia knew what she was doing too. You know what you're doing. You do. You know exactly what you're doing. You just don't care that it's wrong because whatever you need, whether it's validation, drugs, alcohol, whatever, that need is stronger than anything else. And that's all that really matters. Yep said even if Foodie Beauty gets her November pay, she'll probably blow through most of it in January and won't be able to pay February rent. If she gets her channel remonetized in March, she won't get YouTube pay until April. And it'll only be partial, so she won't be able to pay March rent either. What I do know is when you get demonetized, it takes a minute for like you to get an actual good check again. It does. Her life is going to be really, really uncomfortable for a while. I think she's going to have to call Hecate. I think she is. Julie said, oh my God, is this true? Chantal, yeah. I'm hoping somebody has a clip. But I don't know if I really want to relive the pooping and BJ's talk. I mean, it really doesn't do a thing for me, if I'm being honest. In fact, it makes me a little sick to my stomach. Shardy said, LMAO, ew. And literally right after I seen a reel talking about how men get... I'm done with the internet for today. I almost want to know. I don't need to know. I mean, maybe that's why men like to shit so much. You know, have you ever noticed they take a really long time in the bathroom? Like longer than normal. I mean, how long are females really in there? Like 15 minutes at the most. Men can be in there for 2 hours. So I am believing that this is true, but I'm still really, 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 really done with the internet today. I mean, this Friday, I did not have it in store to be talking about shit and blowjobs, you know? It's not true, Tone said. Okay. You know, I was genuinely curious though, because for a moment, if you think about it, men are in there forever. So maybe they're just sitting around hard and pooing. Who knows? Okay. Well, this is a fun time. Reese Tactillion said, give me money and I will go to the dollar store and make Christmas bags for single mothers. Why would anyone give the laziest person on earth money to do this? Just do it yourself. Chantal will eat that money. I'm telling you, there's a lot of women and children's sober livings and a lot of moms who are trying to do the right thing this holiday season and might not have a lot of money to make Christmas happen. You know, it's expensive. Like a lot of sober livings, you have to pay. I mean, rehabs, you get lucky and you can sometimes find free beds and stuff like that. They call them county beds. But a lot of sober livings, you have to pay a lot of money for your little spot in a room that you're oftentimes sharing with multiple people. So you wouldn't think that there's a lot of them, but I'm telling you there are, and that would be a great place to donate to. You can even ask and see if there's kids there, and if they're, well, I don't know. Probably don't call and be like, is there kids there? But just say, is there any way to donate to your sober living this holiday season? Use those words. Don't go asking places if there's children there. Anyways, Enigma said, she said Sasa has a deleted chromosome, and that's what makes her extra special. But also added that she's an amazing human / person. She's saying the R word without saying the R word.
I think if you're trying to make like a derogatory insult towards me, I think you would probably be referring to something like an extra chromosome, not missing one, right? And Sasa has an extra one, and that extra chromosome is ever more special. It's just as special as she is. No, it's honestly, Sasa is probably one of the most amazing people, human beings I've ever met in my life. She's smart in her own way. Like, not in the, like, that's why she needs the very intensive schooling, because she doesn't really talk much. Like, can't really form words very well, so. But she can say coffee very well, but she can't say her own name yet very well, even. You just came? I'm going on TikTok, Vance. Chantal Foodie. Yeah, Nutbug, welcome. Thank you. Okay, guys, I'll see you later.
I don't like her. In fact, I really, really despise her right now. She's a good kid and she didn't deserve for you to steal money using her disabilities to grift off of. We know she goes to school in somebody's living room. Stop with your BS. That's why she needs intensive schooling. And stop talking about her. She's not your child. You have a bunch of weirdos on your channel. If I was her mom, I would fight you. I seriously would. Aaliyah said, talking about Sasa again by saying she has an extra chromosome and she's smarter than the haters. I wish she'd just leave that girl's name out of her rotten gingivitis mouth. I will say, I have a nephew who's autistic and he's so fucking brilliant. It's insane. Like, he memorizes sports players and, like, I don't know, basketball and baseball players, and he can tell you who won the World Series in 1980, whatever, or who played for the Lakers and what year. Like, he's so insanely intelligent. And if anybody ever talked about him the way Chantal talks about Sasa, Chantal would not be in the game of Minecraft anymore. That is what I will say. You look at them differently because they have disabilities, but they're smarter people than you, Chantal. They're more loved than you, more loving than you. Fuck you. And I'm glad you're going to have a miserable Christmas. I hope your mom doesn't get you anything. You truly don't deserve shit. You deserve to be shit on, but you don't deserve shit. I don't know if this was really Chantal. Let me see. No. It's a parody. So it says, stop messaging me names for the cat. I'm just going to abandon it in a few weeks anyways, from November 26, 2025. I'm going to follow them. Sassy Cat said, I stumbled across this and I hope they keep up these kind of posts. We know parody is never far from the truth. Let's see what else they tweet. Influencer on a journey to find my path in life. She's gluing on hair. Because how does she go from not having any hair and like half of a comb over to all this? These are the questions I have. All right. Well, hopefully they tweet more because they seem like a good time. I don't like her either. I hate Chantal. I don't know. I know hate is the strong word. There's not very many people I literally hate, but she's definitely one of them. Blue-Eyed Leo said Foodie scammed people out of money for single mothers in Canada on Twitch using her PayPal Canada account. After getting the donations, they asked when she was going to donate, and she said she has to use it to get a car first. So she's taking donations at the same time she's raising money for a car. Does anybody see a theme here? The Goth said Canadian authorities are corrupt and won't do anything, but maybe PayPal would shut her down or shut down her account. Buffalo is scum. She's basically committed wire fraud out of 3 countries. Yikes. File a report about this scam to Asset Rescue for help. No, thank you, Larry. Sue, have a good day. I think we're almost done. I have like 6 more tweets and then we'll go enjoy our Friday. I'll be live every day and I will be live on Christmas too, but I think we're going to do like a really, really early Christmas morning stream because I don't know. I have a feeling I'm going to be up late wrapping. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wrap everything with this puppy around, so we'll see. But I might do an early gossip stream and catch up on stuff from the night before with you guys and just hang out a little bit on Christmas. It might not be like 3 hours or anything, but maybe even if it's just for an hour. Wendy said, on Twitch, Foodie scamming again. Look at her video yesterday. She asked for donations for single moms in Canada. She got some PayPal donations. Then she says she has to pay her rent first. I am mad. I reported her on Twitch. I saw a lot of people are reporting her. Ashley said Chantal asked for donations so she could provide a nice Christmas for a single mom. She wants to go to the Dollar Tree and buy a few things. Yikes. Girl World Watcher said even her own chat knows she's an extremely heartless, evil person. Someone told her, Chantal, you couldn't even be bothered to post Teardrop's PayPal when she ran out of heat. True. What are the odds she told Teardrop she'd pin her PayPal, but she would need to get a cut from it? Because what else would she pin it? And like weeks later, right? The face when your backup LLC that's not actually an LLC channel gets demonetized. You know, she was living high off the hog for a while, and now she's going to know what it's like to be a regular person who can't afford to DoorDash things 30 times a day or eat endless amounts of fast food and junk food, because that shit's expensive. It is. I don't know why anybody would want to eat McDonald's and all that all the time, but like even when you do, don't you for the most part feel like regretful when you're like $30 on fast food? Like I could have made this at home. Anyways, Callie said, so Foodie says she quit Mary Jane. Do you believe her? Because I don't. I think after she got off, she took a gummy. I think she needs to stop buying weed and start buying shampoo. Like a clarifying shampoo, something. Her hair probably can't grow because you do have pores on your scalp and stuff. It's all clogged. Oh. Again, I'm going to say this, Chantal. I never want to hear you say a word about anybody's looks ever again. Baldy the snowman. Yep, said forced sobriety due to poverty isn't quitting, Foodie. It wasn't your decision to stop the gummies. It was your bank account. It's like getting sober in jail. Is it really a choice? No, but it can become, well, no, it's not.
Ooh, deviled eggs. You'll do deviled eggs for Christmas? Interesting. Best time of year, baby.
Do I ever stole my own shirt? No. You?
She looks like a tater tot, doesn't she? Like a deformed tater tot. I don't know. This is all she does on Twitch. And I know Wilson is very upset that we're not over there more. I can't get out of this fucking clip. But this is what she does. She goes live to wash her dishes.
No. Is she returning the phone? She should, though. I feel so uncomfortable here. Please back up.
Please. Anytime I have talked to somebody who asks me about like reverting, they're always surprised like about the bacon part. Oh, you can.
She's growing a rat tail. I haven't seen those since the 90s.
Long buns.
Oh.
Yeah, a sudden reminder. Supreme, sudden reminder.
Okay. Just let me.
Yeah, do some glute work. Yeah.
So we get to watch her do dishes and eat. I mean, do you guys want to see me clean the toilet? Because I have to do that later. I mean, if this is what we go live to do, I need to unload the dishwasher. I need to clean the toilet. I definitely have some laundry to fold. I mean, it sounds like a good time to me. Anyways, this was her last stream. She was asking, is Salah there? All giddy. Let me talk about quitting edibles, being positive about life. Wait, is Salah still here? Okay, let me put on lipstick and continue being positive. I'm saving videos on Islam. Did I mention I'm not on edibles? I don't think she can afford edibles anymore. I don't think an addict willingly quits until we have no other options, right? She's addicted to everything she touches, she ingests, she uses, whatever. One is too many and 1,000's never enough for her. So that's just how it is. I don't think she's willingly stopping. I think she can't afford $400, $600, however much she was spending. I mean, it must take a lot to get her high if you think about it. Tara Lee said, quoting Chantal, I need to rebrand. Rebrand to what? You do absolutely nothing. You have no skills, no hobbies, no interesting conversation. You barely even leave the apartment. Hell, you barely even leave the couch. You come online to yap and eat. Good luck with that. What can she do other than eat? I don't think anything. Anyway, somebody contacts her and she gets off in a hurry, and some people thought it was Natter. You guys let me know what you think. Enigma said she got off in a hurry. Why? Is she in contact with Natter again? Nothing makes her move more than him, Salah, and food. She asked if there are any diseases with deleted chromosomes, and there's hundreds, if not thousands.
He's laid off. I don't think he accumulated enough hours. He has to accumulate a certain amount of hours at a new job to get unemployment benefits. That's how it works here. Hopping on all platforms, anything. But it's a job. They pay, right? So why do you care? Why do you care if I go to McDonald's and collect a paycheck and pay my bills versus entertaining your ass and collecting a paycheck? No, I have no vids on my TikTok. This is a new one. This is content creator work. What is it? It's social interaction, social media, live streaming. You sit there and talk with your audience. That's what you do. I'm honestly probably not going to focus too much on this whole like revamping of everything and like cleaning up everything until after Christmas. Because it's just too chaotic. How did you lose a chromosome? It's just too chaotic. How did you lose a chromosome?
It's too chaotic to stop eating so much before Christmas. If you say so. Anyways, okay, I have like 3 more tweets, I promise, and then I'll let you guys go and enjoy your Friday. I know, Ricky, cancel me. Feel free to repost. So I did. Let's see what she says.
Literally no incentive. Like he hasn't asked me for a dime. He has a job. Like there's literally no, he wants me. If he was using me and needed my money, why does he want me to, he doesn't want me to, why am I not doing live streams every day? Why am I not making money then this way? Like, excuse me? No, that's not even true. Why does he want want me to go there for months at a time and not have to worry about friggin' working? You know, like get a life. You don't know the situation. You don't know him at all. Like literally no incentive. Like
Apparently neither did you, because he's still expecting you to provide a paycheck. What is he doing for you again? He kicked you out of Syria and sent you home. Girl World Girl Pop said, Chantal is truly lucky that she made it back to Canada before she got demonetized. Imagine being demonetized while in Syria. She wouldn't have had the option to buy them back. Because I truly think after her behavior, she spoiled them as like, and I'm sorry, and to leave them with a good memory of her. But it would have been so miserable and uncomfortable for her. I kind of wish we got to see that happen. All right, you guys. Oh, wait, Season said she could always be a greeter at Walmart, seeing she lives so close. Problem solved. Welcome to the real world. And a lot of them sit on a little stool or chair. Oh, wait, Chantal can't. I think a greeter is out. I don't know. I think she could only truly be a taste tester in life. Nicole, I want to thank you so much for the super chat and for being a member for 3 months. I want to thank all my amazing mods and Breezy Bunch members and to everybody for hanging out with me. I hope you have a happy Friday. If I miss anything today, I'll be back tomorrow morning. Either way, I'm going to be back tomorrow morning. Whether Chantal does something or not, Twitter is always a good time. And before, I used to not really want to go live if there wasn't anything to talk about, but I'm so used to hanging out with you guys and yapping at you. It's just part of my day. So if Foodie doesn't do anything, we'll be live tomorrow morning either way, even if it's for a short time. And tomorrow night, like I said, we're going to go out and go on a carriage ride, and I think that'll be a lot of fun. And you guys will probably get to meet my mama, so there's that. I hope you have a great day, a great evening, wherever you are. Make good memories and good choices, because I want to see you back here tomorrow. Bye, you guys. If I don't see you for some reason, I know this weekend and the following week is going to be crazy. Have happy holidays, however you celebrate, and be safe. Be safe. Remember, one bad decision can change your whole fucking life. So let's stay out of jails this season. Let's make nothing but good choices, and let's leave our family with good memories of us. All right, you guys, I'll see you in the next live stream. Bye.